If there's not one way to celebrate and not celebrate properly, that is why not play Bubbles and sing it loud and proud. We have deserved that. We have deserved that in an abundance. West Ham have actually blown the park away with Kaa Gent. And West Ham, yes, you have heard me correct, are through to the Europa Conference League semi finals. We have made our way through to the semi finals, through the whole competition, unbeaten. And that is a massive amount of credit to this team and to the way that we've handled the European adventure. No matter who comes in front of us, we have dealt with that situation. They always say it doesn't matter what level you're at, you have to always play what's in front of you. And that is what West Ham have done today. We've brushed aside teams when people haven't expected us it. We've brushed aside teams when our form has dipped in the Premier League, but we're still performing in Europe, and we seem to be handling the pressure in that situation. The key is we're coming off a couple of decent victories. We're building up a little bit of momentum. Players are hitting a little bit of form at the right time, and that is massive for us. But it's massive that we can even say that we've made it to another European semi-final. You have heard me correct, and I will keep repeating it. It's another trip to a European semi-final. It is huge for the West Ham, huge. And if we can go on and we can stay safe in this Premier League and we can win this tournament and we can win it, a reputable European competition, brushing all the sides that we've put aside, then so be it. We now face AZ Alkmaar of Holland. The first tie is at home, which many fans don't like. You always want to play your home leg in the second, your home tie in the second leg. But we play AZ Alkmaar on May the 11th, which is the first leg, and then May the 18th, the following week, is the second leg. And it's a huge game and another piece of history for West Ham. The fans came out tonight loud and proud, as they always do. We, as fans who can't get to the game, have come out loud and proud, as you can imagine. We are the family. We are supporting this team through thick and thin. We bottle this again, put this into the next performance. That's what we need to do. That's the key element. Put this into the next performance and solidify our position in this tournament. But we do take on AZ Alkmaar in the semi-finals of Holland, following our 5-2 victory on aggregate in the quarterfinals against Ghent. We're going to meet them over two legs. The first leg will take place on Thursday, 11th of May. Like I said, second leg, Thursday, 18th of May in the AZ Stadion in Alkmaar. They beat Pascal Janssens, who West Ham have played before, Anderlecht's side on penalties. West Ham are seeking our second, yes, you have heard me right, we are seeking our second major European trophy, having won a European Cup Winners' Cup back in 1965. David Moyes has now reached the Europe semi-finals 2 seasons in a row. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that, the way we've been playing this season? AZ are seeking their first European trophy, though, having been defeated by Bobby Robson's Ipswich Town in the 1981 UEFA Cup final. But tickets will be announced in due course on the West Ham website, so keep your eyes out if you are able to go to the games. But West Ham are facing Alkmaar for just the third time. We've been drawn against them in European competition, and we have progressed on several of the previous occasions as well. But what a performance that was. You know, I think we started off the game a little bit cagey. The team news came out and we thought, well, do you know what? West Ham have put out a lot of the first team players. You know, we've gone proactive. We've taken the game. We're going to take the game to Alkmaar. I wouldn't really say it was a nervy first half. I couldn't really describe it as a nervy first half. I just think we held the ball a couple of times, tried to drive forward and couldn't do anything with our final third. And Ghent done exactly the same. And it wasn't really working. And going to go down, it was disappointing. It was really down to, in my opinion, another couple of errors. We were just lacking in our marking and sometimes their final third, and that allowed them to get the goal. But we did bounce back in style. We brought back, we got the opportunity, and we took that opportunity by getting the goal, and that was key for West Ham to get back into the tie. That just, maybe if there was any form of nerves, settled those nerves for the next part in the second half. It was a good header from Antonio, and the key thing here as well is players are picking up form when they haven't had form as of late. That's really key for us, and that's key for our run-in for the Premier League season and key for our try to be successful in the Europa Conference League. This result tonight is huge for West Ham in our career, in our history, again, but also to help build that momentum coming off a couple of decent results in the Premier League. A win, a draw, a win. The last time we had that was dramatically far back into the season, and we've needed it so bad. But I think what I will say is the goals, man. The goals. Declan Rice's goal. Are you joking me? Are you kidding me? He's been doing this all season. He's been doing it all last season, and he gets his just rewards when he just absolutely smashes that ball into the back of the net. He must have traveled, I don't know. I don't literally know how many yards the geezer traveled, but he traveled the full bloody length of the park and delivered that ball into the back of the net with his left foot. He showed the world again what he's capable of doing. He had 47 touches in the game. He had a 94% pass succession. Passes completed 94%. That's 31 passes completed out of 33 attempts. He was accurate with 100% of his long ball attempts. He had one shot on target. He had 3 shots blocked. He was successful in 100% of his dribbles attempted. He was successful, you ready for this, in 100% of his ground duels. That is 7 out of 7. He made 7 attempts and was successful in 7 of them. He had 4 tackles and 1 interception in the game. But my player of the match, and yes, I know Declan Rice is world class, and we'll come on to him in a second. But my player of the match has got to be this geezer. It's got to be Lucas Paqueta. He played 90 minutes. The guy's phenomenal. It's not just about what he does when he's on the ball, it's about what he does off the ball. His awareness in the game is just so phenomenal to watch. He is such a clever footballer. He had 71 touches in the game. Let me just explain this to you here. Declan Rice, our world-class midfielder, had 47 touches, a player who always puts his foot onto the ball. His counterpart in alongside him, Lucas Paqueta, had 71 touches with a success pass rate of 80%. That's 48 passes he made successful from 60 attempts. He had 3 key passes. He was accurate with 100% of his long balls. He had 1 shot on target. He had 1 shot blocked. He was successful in 100% of his dribbles. 50% of his ground duels he won, 75% of his aerial duels he won. He made some successful tackles as well and got himself onto the score sheet. We will dissect this game and give you the individual stats and also take a look at their heat maps. But since Paqueta's come back, we have really missed him in the couple of games that he was missing tonight, and he was phenomenal. He really was good. He is a quality footballer. We know what we've got with him. It's about bringing out the best in him, and you've got to give him so much credit for that. But another player I want to talk to you about is Mickey Antonio. 70 minutes, 2 goals. He bagged himself a brace. He needed that, but that is massive for him to get those 2 goals tonight, because we're going to rely heavily on him and Danny Ings moving forward for the season. But that solidifies why Antonio is probably going to start in a West Ham shirt come Bournemouth at the weekend. He had 2 shots on target, scoring 2 goals, 1 shot off target. He was successful in 50% of his tackles, his dribble attempts in the game. He touched the ball 34 times. He had 2 key passes. He won a quarter of his ground duels. He won a half of his aerial duels. He did what I will say is a lot of the hard work. He gained the ball. The ball came to him in the first half, not so much, but in the second half in particularly, the ball came to him and his hold-up play was good. It was back to normal. He was sticking to the ball. He was bringing the midfielders into the game. Another player hitting form at the right time, which is we've been heavily not relying on him, or haven't been relying on him because he's not been turning up for us all game. Again, though, I want to talk about another player, Vladimir Sufal. Someone mentioned it in the chat earlier on. Wow, the guy, man. Do you know what? I've got his top there. I doubted him heavily earlier part in the season. And I think within reason, I was probably reasonably right to doubt him. I think many, not doubt the player, but think like maybe had his legs gone. Was there, did he really have it in him anymore to really turn up and give us a performance on the park? But the guy has proven so many people wrong. The guy has come back into the side after picking up his injury and got back to his best form. He has been playing fantastic and actually defending really well. And it's a shame because it has a negative impact on the likes of Ben Johnson. doesn't give Ben Johnson a look in. I mean, it's Vladimir Safal's position to lose, but he'd have to have a run of bad games, not just one bad game, to allow Ben Johnson to come back in. But you can't complain. You can't complain at that second half performance because West Ham turned up. West Ham done a job, and it was bloody brilliant. Let me jump into the chat, see who's around. Decker's pitchside now for the interview. I know, man, it's just amazing to think that we're in this. We're so poor till they scored, then reality kicked in and we're better attacking. And I said that during the matchday live, didn't I? I said that sometimes maybe you feel like we need to goal a goal down. I don't know why sometimes we wait for that to happen. It was the same against Arsenal, and it's not necessarily great watching it as a fan, but I said it, maybe we needed that kick up the arse. It's the kick up the arse, I think, that West Ham needs sometimes to then move forward and progress forward and get a chance to be able to do better in that area. So, yeah, I think that is it. Do you think Moyes will stay if we win the conference and stay in the Prem? Andreas, I don't know, mate. I think there's time for a change. The football has been dross. The football's not been good. It's not been exciting. I can't see what he was doing before. If he keeps us in the Premier League and he wins the Europa Conference League, how can you argue against it? I don't know how you can, even from someone who is Moyes out, essentially. I don't know how you can. Are you saying that he's going to walk away with his head held high and say, see you later? I don't know if it works like that. He may actually think I've found something that works, and I think I need another season to see if I can progress this club to the next stage. I don't know. I could be getting carried away. If all I'm saying to you is, if we stay up and we go ahead and win the Conference League, we've still got 3 games to play to win it. We need to go into a semi-final against the hard opposition, is at Alkmaar, who've got a lot of European experience, and then go to a final as well and play another team, whoever's in the final there. And that's going to be a tough ask. But I don't know. There's a question for you. Would you keep Moyes if we win the conference and stay in the league? Dick's saying he's played against AZ a few times in the youth tours. Yeah, absolutely. We can't keep playing. Feels good. It does. What a difference, man. A difference. Are you joking me? How many times could we sit here and lap up a victory like this? It's a great feeling, and I'm going to enjoy it while I can. I enjoyed the Arsenal game. I enjoyed it. I lapped it up. Loved it. We deserved it. We could have walked away with 3 points there. And I'm going to love and lap this up because I was so disappointed with the Gent game last week. I really was. I think you were. I was. I never done the stream, but I was heavily disappointed. It was so shit. It was such a shit performance. We turned up. We didn't do a job when we could have. We didn't take the game to them when we could have. And we've done it in the second half, and we showed what we are capable of doing. Declan is world class. He is. There's no ifs or buts about it. He, for his goal, wins the ball back, plays the ball to Paqueta, who slightly loses the ball. Declan Rice drives forward. Antonio's up there. I think it's 3-on-3. Antonio doesn't make a great run for him. Declan Rice realizes, you know what, I'm just going to go alone at this point, puts the ball onto his left foot, slots the ball into the bottom corner. It's a phenomenal world-class goal from Declan Rice. It really, really is. We can't keep playing like this and we'll stay up. But listen, I'm going to bring in Russ live from the London Stadium. Russ, mate, we are in a European semi-final for the second year in a row. Go for it, mate. Go for it.
Oh, mate, absolutely mental. Where the hell has that team been all season? Seriously, where the hell is that team? Declan Rice, that goal was amazing. I thought Paqueta was outstanding. I thought defensively, a little bit shaky as per usual, but Jesus Christ, where have we been? That was West Ham. That was, the crowd were going. Got to the point where, I don't know if you heard it on the rate over the commentary, but 60 minutes in, we were allaying. When was the last time we allayed someone?
I was talking about it, Russ, and I was actually started allaying on the stream as well. I was like, allay. But do you know what I said to everyone? I said, it's been a while, so we're going to enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. We have to enjoy it. And Russ, this is not just, we have to be respectful again, but Gent are a good team, but, we've turned up and we've done a lot. Russ, you look a bit cagey there. Something all right? Is everything all right?
No, I'm just trying to sort out my stand at the same time.
All right. No, I think the situation is, we've come off of a good victory, a draw against Arsenal that felt like a victory, But Russ, isn't it interesting? It takes us to go a goal down. to kick us into gear. Why?
Yeah. I don't know, but there was a period, I think it was last year, where the same thing happened. We went a goal down and then we'd wake up. But Christ, did we make up.
Can you tell everyone to subscribe to my YouTube channel? What is good, everyone?
What's your channel?
So basically, I've got it's the real Lubo UK, and also I've got a Twitter. I'll have to get it.
He don't even know Twitter. He's trying to. I'll give him some free.
Russ, get interview him to ask him what his thoughts are on the game.
What do you think about the game today, mate?
I think, you know what, it would have been fair, but with the ref being like a bit of a nuisance, I can't really say. But I think it was good.
Yeah, but we're through to a semi-final for the second time in successive years. That's cool, man.
I know, but it was good in the end.
It was good. It was good in the end. Yeah. Who was your man of the match?
Huh?
Who was your man of the match?
I'd say Declan, really.
Yeah, good man.
100% man of the match.
Yeah, and what's your channel?
The Real Lubo UK. I'm on Twitter.
Right, go for it, man. Right, man. No, what I do.
You got to do. You got to do. You
got to do, innit?
Yeah.
Always hustling.
We're through a European semi-final. And all he wants you to do is go and look on his Twitter.
Youth of today. He's probably got. I think he had a bottle of Prime in his hand as well. Bottle of Prime in his hand as well.
Mate, question, and I'm just going to throw this one out there. And I know it's not about that. No, do you know what? I'm not going to throw it out there.
Go on, throw it out there. Throw it out there.
Someone asked it in the chat. If he wins the Europa Conference League and keeps West Ham up, why would we want him to leave?
No, he's gone in the summer. It's a great way to. It's a good.
Saying, no, why?
Yeah, but why would he? But it's a good time to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, he'll be, whatever happens, he'll be recognised as the last person since John Lyle to win a significant cup for West Ham. Do you know what I mean? So, and like the last manager since Ron Greenwood to have won a European competition. So that ain't bad, you know, and he can go off and do what he wants to do after that. But I mean, you saw his face, you know, when that Declan Rice goal went in, he was just like grinning like a Cheshire cat. I've never seen him so animated this season.
We say it a lot on this stream. We say it a lot. Everyone in the chat saying it again. Declan Rice, world class. He is, mate. He's phenomenal. We don't need to keep saying it because we know it, but we have to keep saying it because he is. And it's not just the goal, mate. His ability to track back, intercept, collect the ball, drive forward for the club is huge. And when you get players that forward think like that, then it makes such a difference. And when he did it, he was doing it. Paqueta was in sync with him. Ben Rama was in sync with Paqueta.
Yeah.
And it was kind of clicking all into place. And we saw a bit of that in the Arsenal game in the second half in particular as well.
Yeah. I mean, when it clicks, it's amazing, isn't it? When it clicks, when it all just works, it works. And so, you know, obviously Paqueta's, you know, wayward pass set up the first goal for them. But he does that. You know, he's trying to move play forward. And but as you said, when there was that Fuck around the pussy. lovely chap. With like, I mean, when that LA bit happened, I mean, that little behind the back drag heel that he did to Emerson on the touchline. I mean, Paqueta's a class player. But he says when him and Rice are on it together, they're really unstoppable as a two. That's fair to say, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely are in sync together. I mean, Paqueta, again, another highlighted performance from him. He's doing it against Arsenal. He's done it again tonight in the European quarterfinal. And it's good because we picked up a little bit of a run now. You know, a win, a draw, and a win in all competitions. That's going to do us the world of good going into the game. But a player, again, I want to talk about Mickey Antonio scoring a brace tonight. It's going to do him the world of good, do West Ham the world of good.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I'm not his biggest fan. I thought the first half, particularly until the goal, really, he was losing the ball, a lot of control, miscontrol as always you do get with Mickey. But fair play, scored 2 goals. Second goal was a good goal. First goal was a good header. Doesn't usually score a lot of headers, as old Mickey. So fair play to him. You know, he's scored a couple of goals and he got us on our way back. So
do you think there's anything in the inclusion of Soufal and his return to form that's really pushing West Ham on a bit?
I think the combination between Soufal and Bowen on that right hand side, Bowen looks a lot happier. He looks a lot like he knows what he's doing. The fact is, him and Soufal have played for the best part of 2 years, you know, in the same position. So naturally, he knows when to overlap. Soufal loves to overlap. as we know. And I think that right hand side just is really clicking, really clicking. I mean, Bowen was sensational on the weekend as well. So yeah. Lions. Do you want to talk? We're live.
Yeah, go on.
We're live. What do you think? What do you think today? The game today?
Do you know what? First half,
Yeah.
we're dismal.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that's the way we always set up, innit?
Yeah.
We set up to defend, and the counter-attack, we can't do that as well as we did last season or the season before.
This is what I'm
Everyone sussed us out.
Yeah.
Souček in the middle of the park, sadly, we ain't playing the balls that he used to get on the end of.
No.
And
we're
he's
now-
not a deep playing. He's not a deep playing centre. The problem with Souček is he's not a deep playing centre mid.
Yeah.
He's a box to box.
Yeah.
He's better off the ball than he is on the ball.
He's a blocker, isn't he?
You know,
About-
he's a bloke who, in the last 3 games, has played 4 successful passes. And it ain't against him, because
No.
I love him for the fact he kept us up.
Yeah.
Him
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Bowen.
It not only kept us up, he got us into Europe. Really, he was one of our
His
top
goals,
scorers.
his goals, yeah, would have done.
He was one of our top
But
scorers.
why is
that
it? Why is
season.
it always we have to go one behind or before we actually kick our asses
Oh.
into gear?
Because, and I'll say this, I have a theory. Our players play better when they have less influence from Moyes. We played better in the first
That's
half
interesting. Yeah.
from the 30th minute
Yeah.
when Moyes' team talk has worn off and
Yeah.
they've started playing their natural game.
Interesting.
And then we start playing second half, usually first 5-10 minutes, we're shit again.
Yeah.
And then we start playing our natural ball
See, I
as a
disagree.
town team. Mate,
I disagree.
No, I think it's an interesting theory. It's an interesting theory.
First
it's a
5
theory, obviously.
first 5 and 10 minutes, because obviously we're always conceding half time, aren't
Yeah.
we? We know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
now.
yeah,
We
yeah.
That
know
is
that.
true.
We're always
First
slow at
5
the
First
minutes.
5-10 minutes, we come out of the rankings and we
We
do it, and then the game settles down, and then the
Yeah.
other team gets comfortable, and then they fucking pull it back.
I also
And
think
that's the issue.
you're right. I also think a big issue is that teams have set up now with a low block against us
Yeah.
because they know
They
we
know what we do. Yeah.
benefit from the counter.
Yeah.
We low block and we counter. So teams that low block against us, I don't know if it's coaching or players. I think it's coaching, but I don't want to make that claim.
Yeah.
I think it's coaching. We're not coached to play on the ball.
The
Yeah.
players
We're
that we've
coached.
signed on counter-attacking
No,
players.
no.
They're possession
that's like-
dominated players.
And that's the thing with Paqueta. I mean, Paqueta always end up with about 60-70% possession, like pass completion, because they're forward passes.
He gets a lot of
you
criticism.
see he's
for his-
got the intention.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, he
He's
played,
got
and I know they don't quite
Yeah,
pay
yeah,
off,
yeah.
but that's not
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of him. That's because of our fucking. That's
Yeah,
because of our
that's what I'm
attack.
saying. A lot of it, the criticism is about his pass completion, but he's the only one in the team
He's got
trying
the
those
creativity.
Try and
creative
move forward,
passes.
yeah.
Bar Ben
Those
It's
are
Rama.
like Ben
passes.
Rama. It's like Ben Rama.
Ben
He
Rama
always
is
loses the
great.
ball quite a bit.
But,
He's trying
like,
to.
also, Ben Rama has lost a lot of confidence in the last
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
of
yeah.
months. That's because he kept getting dropped,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
And he was our best player.
He was our best player at the start of the season.
He was our best player.
He was.
But he kept getting dropped because his attacking intent isn't how Moyes likes players
Yeah.
to attack.
But the worst thing about it was he
Because
weren't
he's
even
a
getting
creative
dropped.
player.
He weren't even getting dropped for 4 nows.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the thing is, we need to drop Souček, have Rice, 4 nows, and Paqueta in
Yeah.
that 3. Only because
Paqueta is a natural centre mid.
Yeah.
Souček, like I know they say makes sense, but he doesn't anymore.
No, not anymore.
And
Only
4
when
now,
Ings-
4
only when
nows,
Ings plays.
where's his fucking?
He does.
wear-
Yeah, he
cares
does.
for
Yeah,
us,
yeah, yeah.
like, he classes himself.
So,
as a
so who
cocky
was your man of
dude.
the match today?
To be honest,
Bowen or Rice for me. Bowen,
Rice.
Bowen made a
But-
lot of stuff happen.
I think Aguerd did stuff.
Aguerd was amazing.
I think, yeah.
Our defence as a whole was amazing,
Yeah.
but our midfield was solid. And I think it's a hard cut because Bowen made a lot of stuff happen.
He
Yeah.
got a goal. Did he make?
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
He ran that
nearly
channel.
got a goal. He nearly got a goal, didn't he?
He
Nearly
didn't
got a
score,
goal.
but he ran a lot that channel and he bullied that left back.
Yeah. But he's had a good couple
and
of games, Bowen, hasn't he,
He
recently?
Yeah.
gave
and
you a lot to
that's-
think about,
and
and this is
that's
the
what
thing
we
about the
need.
Arsenal
Yeah.
game.
That's what.
Anyway.
we needed to pick up.
Yeah, it's live, so I'm saying.
Yeah, we've been talking about a lot. Cheers, guys.
Oh, we just get posted.
It's live now. West Ham
West Ham
Network.
What was your name?
West Ham Network. on YouTube.
What was your name?
Russ.
Ross. Nice to meet you.
Super. Yeah. Take care.
Have a lovely
I
Have
just
a
wanna
good,
say,
lovely
Ross,
evening.
I'm
Take care.
sorry,
man.
my cousin is Nicky Hawkins.
Come
so I
on,
say
you
Oh,
Nicky Hawkins.
Back to you, Anton.
2 new subscribers.
Who knew? Yeah.
No, quite an interesting theory.
Interesting theory about that. I can get that because actually, you know, his game plan is always to keep it tight, and then it goes crazy at the end. So I get that. I understand that.
Got someone else coming on there. Is
Coming
that
on?
someone else coming? Go on, mate.
Yes,
Russ, how are
of
you, man?
course. Sorry,
How are you? What's your name?
I'm fine, Loic.
Like so.
Russ, we
are
can't
you-
see him. We can't see
I
him.
can't see. Come in. Sorry, we're live anyway. Did you enjoy the game today?
Yes, of course, I enjoy.
What did-
Why do you laugh?
No, I just wondered if you enjoyed the game today. For what, you know, a few goals.
No, it was very fine. I'm from Belgium, so I was for West Ham because I'm from Brussels, but I don't like really Ghent, but West Ham really good play.
Yeah, they played very well
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
So you're not a Ghent fan. Are you a Genk fan or are you a Anderlecht?
Not on the
Union.
left, more Union,
Yeah,
but I'm for Bayern Munich. But
Bayern Munich.
anyway,
Bayern Munich. Who is your man of the match today?
I would say Lucas Paqueta.
Good player, isn't he?
Yeah,
Good player.
very
Likes to
nice,
play.
Yes.
Really, I thought he was full of ambition today,
Yeah, really nice.
and we let him play. And we West Ham let him play. Usually, he doesn't have that as much freedom. So it was very nice to, particularly when we scored a few more goals. And I don't recall how in there people shouting "Ole" quite as often when when we had that possession about 60th minute. They go "Ole, ole, ole."
Yeah, of course. I think 4-1 was a really good score, but they could make like 7-1.
Could have been easily,
Yeah,
second
yeah.
half as well. I mean, we
But much important is semi-final, you know.
we're through, man.
Yes,
That's
of
what
course.
matters.
Where can I see this video?
We're live. We're live now. We're on
Okay.
we're on the West Ham Network. We're on the West Ham Network, Yurik. So
Okay.
check on the West Ham Network on YouTube and subscribe and
West Ham.
West Ham Network. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, come on and subscribe and come and join us in the chat. We do loads of live. So we're live now.
Okay.
There's Anton. He's in Scotland,
Okay.
but he's a West Ham fan.
Okay. Nice to meet you, bro. Okay.
We have fans all over. We have
I
viewers
will
all over
see.
the world. Come on, Yurik.
Okay,
Take care,
let's
man.
go West Ham. Thank you. Take care, bro.
Take care, man. See you
See you
soon. You too.
You were struggling there, man.
You coming on?
Go on then.
Doesn't matter. I don't matter. We got a microphone. We can pick you up. So who we got? What's your name, man?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Belfast Irons.
Belfast Irons. We have Irish Tommy.
Belfast Irons, we love it.
Where's Irish Tommy from?
Belfast.
He's from Tip. He's from Tipperary.
We have a guy who comes on our show. He's from Tip. So
we have a few boys like
Good.
from Derry,
yeah,
Tyrone, Roma, Belfast,
good on you.
all round. We were all
Did you fly in today?
Flew in this morning. Like, we left the house about 6 or 5 o'clock, so
Fair play.
we're up and running this morning, Norway, and we came to Norway going, hopefully we get a result, Norway, and what 1-0 down as usual.
Always one.
Norway, and
Why is it always?
I'm had the kids. Well, the kids are who were talking. The guys who were you had the kids with them. The kids' heads are hanging, and we're going like, "Oh, cheer up! We're 2-0 down against Arsenal. We'll come back. And then I say, "Boy, did we come back? Didn't we? We come back with vengeance, the way. It was like no,
We just did, man.
Great
we
result.
just done great the way. That way.
I just we're just saying the show. Where the fuck has that team been all season?
Yeah.
Seriously, the last say 70 minutes of that game, and say half against Arsenal second half. Yeah, where has that team been?
That's we're going. What's
We
happening?
know that team's there. We
I
know
mean,
that team's there.
I mean,
That's the frustrating
Well,
thing.
watch Antonio like no run his legs off now.
Yeah,
Bowen like no.
definitely.
Somebody's
man.
on fire, but
Yeah.
Bowen like runs for every ball. He tries his heads. But the brought on Danny Ings, like, no, but I thought Ings was just lost. He
Yeah,
doesn't seem to fit in, does he?
he doesn't fit. I mean,
He doesn't
he
fit
doesn't
in.
play. He doesn't play on it. I mean, Moyes has said he doesn't play on his own,
Aye.
rather, but he still plays in there. So
They say he needs somebody. They say he needs somebody with
Yeah.
him. You know what? It's not.
No.
Yeah, players
No,
are.
they-
He just doesn't seem to fit. He doesn't
no,
pull the flow of the football.
no.
And we're going like, no, he gets the ball, he offloads it. We're going like, where's he moving? Doesn't get the ball back. Right. I like to have the huff with him or something, but no, he just doesn't fit in. Flynn Downs. I mean, that we respect.
He just fits in, doesn't he? Goes in,
He just came, he just fits in, he walks behind it.
course.
See, no harm with Danny Ings, but like, no, I think the sell by dates up.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a panic buy. It was a panic
Say,
buy.
no, bring him in.
And obviously with Skamaka out until the rest of the season,
It's
it's not bad having him there. He will pick up probably 4 or 5 goals by the end of the season, just because Ings is always there, really, like the goal he scored against Larnaca. And so he'll always be around there. But who was your man of the match today?
It's a tough one.
Tough one, isn't it? And when was the last time it was? Usually it's always Declan Rice on the top of your head, but it's not this year. It's not today. There's so many good performances.
But that can put a little shift into it.
I'm talking about it. He gets a lot of bad feedback.
Oh, he argued right to stick.
So much same here, but I always say what's he on the field for? But today he give everything.
I think it's probably better if we didn't actually.
We fell at the back.
I think because we actually struggled though for a pick of man of the match because it kind of like reflects on the game. Was like
goalkeeper had
all
nothing
done
to do.
well.
Nothing, absolutely
all done
nothing.
well. So it's
a tough one.
move on, move upwards, always. And
Next game.
As I said, the kids in front of us, we're going like, if it's for nothing, do it for the kids. You know, their brand new scarves on, their hats on at the store, and their mum, their dad, we're going like,
that's what it's about.
Joe, what? That's it.
We were there. That's what it's all about. We were there.
You were there.
It's good to see it. Good to see it.
What a score! At the first half, I didn't see that coming.
No, I mean,
I thought
we might have
I thought there'd be 1-1 half time.
Yeah.
They'll score second half early on.
Yeah.
And then it'll go 2-2.
Yeah.
And then it'll be penalties.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but never seen that.
And what's the worst that can happen about 6,000 West Ham fans in Amsterdam? They'd like this script in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, crazy night. That would be crazy.
It's going to be a good one, isn't it?
And you flying back tonight, or are you going?
Well, tomorrow we go back
good on
tomorrow.
No, we have to get pissed yet.
You've got time.
There's plenty of time up to do a few more.
Some of those fucking shows the pubs will be all right, man.
Casino's 24 hours.
The thing is,
That's right.
we've all sung
We'll see you there, man.
We've all sung our hearts out in the way with no voices.
No, we're all fucked. Like, we've been on the piss since fucking 1 o'clock today. Like, but we're still standing, like, you know.
Well, he was.
I don't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep. I was fucking wrecked. But sure,
Yeah, it's good to see you.
adrenaline kept me
Guys,
going.
man, take care.
You're a gentleman, hey.
Take care. Take care, son.
Belfast Irons reporting from outside the stadium.
Out. Check out West Ham Network and come on have a chat.
Gentleman, hey.
Yes,
Have a
Take
good
care
one,
on
hey.
YouTube. Cheers, Tommy. Take care, man.
Yeah.
There we
Love
go.
Love it. Everyone loves it. Everyone's in a buzzing mood, Russ.
Everybody's, man.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. I think we can probably end it there. I mean, we've had people from the stadium. I hope everyone's loved it. We've got mine and Russ's point of view there. So, join us tomorrow. We'll kind of dissect the game as well. Straight after this, there's going to be a Holly is giving us an instant reaction coming live from the stadium as well. So make sure you do go and check that out. Russ. Hey,
Russell.
are you ready?
Only my
are you ready
mum
for
calls
this?
me Russell when I'm in trouble. Go on in.
Russell, are you ready for this, mate?
Go on in.
European semi-final. Are you ready for this, mate? Look at that.
Can we take a video? We are
Go on.
all from Belgium.
You're all from Belgium.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
there's more.
Yes.
We've got more
Big
Belgian
fan.
people.
Yes, wait.
So just jump on and just come and give us a come on your eyes. We're just about to finish.
Yes.
Give us a come on your eyes.
Nice game. Nice game.
Take care, guys. Nice to meet you.
What is-
Just finished.
Where is the video?
We're on YouTube. West Ham Network on YouTube.
Okay. And if we start tomorrow on YouTube?
No, it's on now. We're live.
Oh, yes!
Hi, chat.
Yes.
Hello, guys.
I am Pablito.
No, West Ham have to make good things in champion. In
The Premier League.
Premier League.
Yeah, in Premier League, yes,
Bournemouth
yes.
on Sunday.
Yes,
Bournemouth on
yes,
Sunday.
yes.
We need to
Bournemouth.
get something there. Then.
We
Four,
hope
four.
they stay in Premier League.
let's make
We'll
the
be
job.
all right.
I hope we so much great things to West Ham.
Very good. Thank you very much, my friends.
Take
Thank
care.
you, Belgian Hammers.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Bye, bye.
See you
Bye.
later. Take care. Love it. I love it.
You can just tell the atmosphere is like it must have been electric
Totally
tonight,
different.
Russ.
It's totally different, man. And this statue, are we going to get one with David Moyes next to it?
Oh,
The
go on,
thing, who knows?
could you imagine? Go on, look at it. We can't get the light on it, can we? We can't. Oh, look at that.
Could there be another one? Could there be another
Could
statue?
there be another one? Russ, I'm going to give you your final thoughts, mate.
Final thoughts. It'll be one of those days that we talk about. I think for a few years' time, that's for sure. People talk about the Lyon game, the Sevilla game, and people are going to talk about the Ghent game, I think, just because the atmosphere was electric and you could feel it through the room. Obviously, where I am in the box, you can feel the when it's really buzzy, and the box was swaying, and they were doing all these things with their phones. I sent you a video of it. Like there was when we scored, everyone put their camera phones on, like the light, and it was mental. It was really strange. I've never seen that before, so that was really cool. But look, onwards and upwards, and Bournemouth on Sunday. What can go wrong?
Love it. Listen, thank you very much to everyone for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want to do. Check out the instant reaction video. We'll go up after. Join us tomorrow, 12:30. We'll give you the player ratings. And straight away, though, the crazy thing is, Russ, we can enjoy it tonight while you can. Enjoy a little bit tomorrow, because straight away we're talking about Bournemouth come Sunday. Yep. So that pushes into the vital game. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe. And, of course, come on, you Irons. Semi-final of Europe. Yes, you have heard me. Semi-final of Europe. Come on. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Foshi's in the house. West Ham are massive everywhere we go.
He does. Turns up.
Loads of comments coming in here. Howard Ailes, very true Mancunian, but beating Seville in Europa quarterfinal is not for everyone. That's Man United as well. Get some chocolates. Kieran Devaney. Russie, careful you don't get duffed up. He did look a bit worried there. People are obviously taking the mick with the old comments there. Rodgers has brought his gangs from Howard Ailes. Narky said, we'd love to see a few more kids getting a run out. Luzwai, Okaflex, Mabama, Kelly, so many good youngsters. Cheers, chat. Come on Sunday as well. But anyway, listen, I'm going to let you go. Come on, you Irons, and join us tomorrow and check out Holly's reaction video as well. Come on, you Irons.
Irons.